Hello, I'm Dobrinka Tabakova. I'm a program director with the Opus scheme.
Hi, I'm Joe Cutler and I'm a composer and I'm a program director with the Opus scheme.
Hello, Joe. It's so
hi,
nice
Dobrinka.
to see you again.
It's great. It's great to see you.
It's always wonderful to work with you.
It's great. We haven't seen each other for how long is it?
Nearly 2 years.
Last time I saw Dobrinka was in Poland.
We were having a lovely time in Bydgoszcz.
In Bydgoszcz, which is very nice.
Yes.
And today we're in Cambridge, which is equally as nice in its own way.
Yes, always beautiful to work with the Britten Sinfonia performers who are so open to...
They're amazing.
Yes.
And who could imagine that they could whistle and sing as well as they did this morning.
I think they're being tested to the limits.
They
so
are.
It's always good that performers can be open like that. Yeah.
What do you find is your favourite part of Opus 1?
My favourite part of Opus 1 is seeing the birth of ideas and how they then bring the ideas are brought together and made into a cohesive piece, I guess. So I think it's a nice way of working, to sketch, then have the feedback from the performers, and then solidify your compositional ideas, which I think all of our 8 first-time participants have embraced so well.
And it's also very nice because they've sort of formed a bit of a collective, haven't they? And they're all sort of inspiring each other and sharing their ideas. So Opus is very much not just about composing on your own, but it's about composing within a kind of community, and that community is the players, the colleagues on the scheme.
I completely agree. Creating a network, a support network of composers. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And it's very nice having the chance to have all these sessions where you try things out at the beginning, again try things out, and the players have been so sort of open and full of so many sort of ideas along the way. So it's nice hearing the pieces come out through where the players feel that they've been useful as well in terms of just shaping the pieces conceptually, so it's
a dialogue.
It's a dialogue.
Yeah. So Joe, how about getting started in composition?
Well, it's getting started in composition. Is this a question for us or?
Well, that's a very good question. So let's think about it from both directions, shall we?
Well, I think getting started in composition, Opus 1 is a very good way to maybe not like to get started at the very, very beginning, because probably by entering Opus, you've already got started a bit, because but in terms of getting started, it's very important to have these kind of programs like this, or I work in Birmingham, we have a Young Composers Project, which provides opportunities not just to write music, but to work, to have a community, and that's really important. I went to Huddersfield when I was an undergraduate, and that was amazing because it was just very hands-on, playing in the orchestra, playing in new music from the word go. It just, everyone needs a community, don't they, of some sort. So it's very important to have these programs like this.
Yeah, exactly. And what we were talking about earlier about creating a support network, I think that's important, because you can be so much in your head thinking about ideas and being so isolated, which is one of the triggers of being a composer, to be by yourself and to have that complete stillness and quiet, but then taking your ideas out and having a safe space to share those ideas with and have them develop and grow is the next step, which is so vital in hearing what you're doing.
Yeah, I agree. And I think sometimes one has maybe a workshop where you try out an almost finished piece, but it's really nice having this time with musicians at the very beginning, where you can take risks. You can just, it doesn't matter if you take a wrong turn, that's all part of it, because making that wrong turn then tells you what, it informs your next decision. So it's really important for things not to work, and so it's nice having a process that allows time to be able to assess, and see a piece really develop from the beginning.
In a friendly, open environment where everyone's there to support you, and yeah, exactly.
Question for you. Advice for future applicants?
I would say certainly to send works which show a willingness or some knowledge of writing for instruments. I think that's important to think about works that you've done that you might imagine the Britten Sinfonia performing. So I think that in terms of a mentor, it's a very interesting way of looking at pieces. So they've done that, and maybe working with the Britten Sinfonia, they could develop this further or something. It just gives, I think, a nice introduction to you, a nice little business card of possibilities of what you could do with Britten Sinfonia. So I think thinking about your choice of pieces that you submit is very important.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think it's important as well to sort of think about what you would really, this isn't just a kind of step on the ladder in terms of developing one's CV, but what can it really offer you? Why this particular project? Why these performers? And I mean, one of the reasons would be because they're such fabulous musicians, and the organisation is also wonderful, and everyone's very supportive. So, but I think allowing it within your application to just be very open about what you want to get from it.
Yeah, I agree. Great. Well, Joe, a very important question for you. What is the best snack?
The best snack? Well, this is difficult. Best snack. I like, one of my favourite snacks is more a meal. And that's,
obviously, yes.
And that's like, I love masala dosas.
Okay.
They're amazing. They're Indian wrapped pancakes filled with potato, and they are a snack. And actually, there's a cafe down the road where you can buy them to take away. Where I live in Birmingham, and they make a great snack. But they're on the large side for a snack. So if we want to reduce that down in terms of something that is a very immediate snack, oh dear. I love nuts. I love like pistachio nuts and almonds, roasted almonds, and they're good snacks. Kettle crisps, of course.
Or any other brand.
Or any other brand, but no crisps. They're quite good. I'll be getting my product placement fee soon. And what about you, Dobrinka? What would be your favourite snack?
Oh gosh, I love biscuits, any kind of biscuits. Custard creams, delicious. But also, if I'm feeling particularly well behaved, I'll have some steamed green beans.
Oh yeah. We've also discovered these dates that taste like chocolate.
Yes, the big ones.
Yeah, they're really good, and they're healthy. They're like healthy chocolate. Chocolate's healthy. It's all alive.
It's true. Yes, of course. It's got something. Yeah. I have no more questions for you.
Oh, I've got one more question. Favourite part of Opus 1?
Did I not answer that?
Oh no, the other one was quite similar. What makes Opus special?
Yeah. Oh well, no, they're completely different.
Not to be confused with the Austrian band. There was a band called Opus, wasn't there, from Austria in the 80s?
Yes, I don't know them, but I think it would have been great if I answered that question.
I think they did a song called Life is Life.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that's Opus.
That's very much my generation. Okay. What makes Opus special? The mentors, obviously, the administrative team, the musicians, and then the great friendly atmosphere. What makes Opus special for you?
You said it all. And coming to lovely places like Cambridge as well is really nice.
Oh yes. Yeah.
On a day like this, which is spectacularly warm and lovely.
Yeah, good weather, nice musicians. What more could you ask?
Mm-hmm.